And go.
Hey, back with TrailManners here at the Outdoor Retailer Show 2016, Salt Lake City. We are here at the Suunto booth. Suunto. We got that right.
Perfect.
We're here to check out and hear about the new Spartan Ultra. So what do you got for Bryson?
Yep.
Okay, so he's got one here. He's going to kind of walk us through. This is the newest, hottest. Everybody's here after it. So give us a little rundown on the Spartan Ultra from Suunto.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with Suunto, this is really building on a lot of the work we've done the last 4 or 5 years with the Ambit family and just kind of giving it a really modern look and really building out what we have on our Moves Count platform, which is the web platform where we send all the data. So what you're going to see in the Spartan is a lot of the trusted features that you've known before with altimeter, barometer, compass, best-in-class battery life, great GPS accuracy, all of that built into now a beautiful color touchscreen. So we've gone through a lot of work to get all that technology packed in here, and you can still feel how lightweight that is. With what we've done before, if you know the Ambit 3 Peak, that was a great watch with great battery life, but it was a lot heavier. Now we've really been able to slim that down. With the Ultra, so there's a whole Spartan family. We start with the Spartan Ultra. We've got a titanium bezel, a sapphire glass, so really just like premium materials that you'd expect to see on a nice watch, but really something that can handle any abuse you can give to it. The other thing you need to know about it is it's really a multi-sport watch. So we go deep with 80 different sport modes that are pre-installed on the watch. 80
sport modes.
So
that's a lot
if you come from the Ambit, there's a lot, it's just, we've been able to build that platform out quite a bit. Completely new user interface, like I said, with the color touchscreen, so it's really intuitive to get to those sport modes. Exercise, you do the sport mode and then come back and look at your data. So we're letting you see the data from that sport on the watch itself, not always having to go back to Moves Count. When you go to Moves Count, you're going to get a really rich experience and see a lot more, but you can get a lot of that on the watch itself. Even within those sport modes, we break it down. You have a racing mode and a basic training mode, and just depending on the sport, you're going to get different modes for that. And then kind of the third main thing about it, like I mentioned earlier, is what we're doing with Moves Count. So Moves Count is our website where you send the data. We also have a mobile app that will sync up with your watch. When you sync it up, you'll get notifications. You can answer a phone call if you have headsets and things like that. But then in Moves Count, it's really going to help you see your progress over time. So adding really rich personal bests, not just like comparing personal bests on a single segment of trail or anything like that, but really breaking down your progress over time so you can see when you've done your best mile, your second best mile, and see how you're gonna progress over time. And then we've been able to tap into what we have with Moves Count, which is 100 million activities have been logged in Moves Count over the last 5 years. So we're able to do some really cool things with data. So peer group comparisons. If you're a 35-year-old male and you want to run a sub 3-hour marathon, you can go in there and see what other 35-year-old males have done to run a sub 3
I like that he thinks we're 35.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Totally
I'm averaging your age.
I appreciate that. So I'm like 25, Joel's 45.
Yeah.
So color touchscreen, a lot of what people look for, especially in the GPS watch, battery life. So where are we at with battery life? You have different modes, but what are we?
Yeah, so battery life, full GPS mode, battery life is going to be about 18 hours.
That's second interval?
1 second intervals. And then we have a 26-hour option, which is also with 1 second intervals, but the search signal turns off every half second and then pops back on. So you're still getting about the same accuracy, a little bit less, but 1 second intervals.
Wow.
And then you can bump it up to 65.
And one of the questions we had yesterday, so what if, rugged running, getting the bike and whatever, sweat, touchscreen still works fine for a little bit sweaty finger?
Yeah, a little bit sweaty
fingers.
finger. Once, if you're going to dunk this thing in water and try to do it underwater, there's still 3 push buttons on the side, so you can get to anything you get to with the swipe, you can get to with the push buttons.
So retail on something like this.
So for the ultra premium model with the titanium bezel, that starts at $799.
$799, not $799.
Yeah, not $799. Add another $50 for the heart rate strap. We have another model in this family with half the battery life that starts at $599.
Okay, so half the battery life of this, and that was just the Spartan Sport. Okay, Spartan Sport.
Half the battery life, doesn't have a titanium bezel, but it's still all around solid watch, and that one is sleek and thin. It is a very comfortable watch, works great on smaller wrists, lighter wrists. That's a great model.
And this just launched, what, like 3-4 days ago?
Yeah, it'll be hit retail on August 15th.
August 15th. So, what else? I mean, color touchscreen. How many modes? So right now we've got Suunto, right? That's what we rock. how many
Combinations.
do you have on one screen? Is it still 3?
So we're up to 7
on one screen.
On one screen. We're just the
Eric likes
interface just
that.
allows you to
How many cheeseburgers?
Seven's overkill for me.
Yeah, me too.
I have
Four,
mine
I'd be
set
good
for
with
5
4.
right now.
Four's good.
But yeah, all customizable. You can go in. We can also start customizing watch faces. So if you want an analog watch face display, you can get that on there as well. Really easy to customize that.
It is a classy looking watch, so it's not something you just do your activities in. That's something you can wear to work.
Yeah,
you know, wear to a wedding. You know, something classy.
Yeah, looks great with the tuxedo.
Yeah. So I mean, here's kind of the difference, you know, in the size. You know, thickness.
Let's have a look at the difference in the size. So
I mean,
on the left is the old school.
This is the Peak 3, right?
Yep.
And then we got the Spartan Ultra titanium. It's a good looking watch, color, touchscreen, brand new.
It's got great viewing angles. The touch screen, color screen, it's really an outdoor grade screen. So when you go outside, it reflects light. So it actually has better contrast. You can see it more clearly outside than inside. So it's really built for the environment you want to take it out into anyway.
And not along with the watch, they still have the moves count, like is the website, and that you know we've been using that. That's top of the line, the moves count stuff. Also, we've got a TrailManners group on the moves count side.
That's right.
So for us, we've got our own group just for fun. Anybody can join that. Is there anything else we need to know about the Spartan Ultra that maybe trail runners maybe would have a little different?
One other thing is just that it's going to take some abuse, and you can beat it up and just know that it's going to be there with you the whole way. For trail runners specifically, one addition we have here that we didn't have on the Amit is you can change that GPS interval on the watch itself on the go, so you don't have to log in to do that before you get home.
And so charging, does it still have like little jaws?
We've got a magnetic strip now on the back that will just clamp right on there, so it's a new charging system. Charges pretty quick. I wouldn't say that it's, if you're doing a 20-minute lunch break, it's not going to happen, but it's a good hour or two to really get back on.
All right, that's pretty much it with the new Spartan Ultra family. Go online, check this thing out. Super, what did Joe call it? Sick sexy?
I don't
Dirty
know.
sexy, that's what Joe calls it.
Dirty sexy.
Super nice, as you can see behind us. Everybody wants to get a view
Everybody
of
wants
this.
the Suunto.
Everyone check it out. Don't forget to check it out. Have more questions, go to Suunto. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.